The architecture of hiring truth. How one verified day later powers maps, markets, guides, and signals. Hi, my name is Sarah Trumbull. I'm the founder and CEO of the Job Applicant Perspective, the first anonymous user reviews for job ads across the U.S. It's a level of go-to-market awareness as well as public service. I happen to think we're like the future of HR tech, and I'm excited to talk about it. Honestly, as an idealistic person and a systems thinker and academic geek who always wanted to make my mark in the world, and also I wanted to make some money. Like, I sometimes would like to thank the talent industry for like just an impressive opportunity, just wildly impressive. Just like this person, like systems theory, I was like, I just waiting for someone else to do it. Like, it's right there, a two-sided market that structurally erases the users that drive all of its revenue. It requires the participation of people that it structurally erases 95% of the experience of, while earning hundreds of billions a year. The math doesn't math on it at all. That's not math. That's not how math works. That's not how math works ever. That's literally structurally impossible that they're doing the right thing. It's pretty impressive. But it offers for the academically oriented a great opportunity. I think I have a bit of a Sherlock Holmes mind on this sort of things. I get bored easily, and they offer such a magnificent dragon in this labor market system. Just chef's kiss of an opportunity, a proper Moriarty of a thing. Just beautiful and terrible all at once. It's not good, but it's an awesome opportunity for someone to make their mark in the world. So anyway, I want to talk about where my list stuff is, and I'll stop yabbering on the other stuff. So we'll see. The cathedral and its stained glass window. Imagine walking into a medieval cathedral. The same sunlight streams through every window, but each stained glass panel tells a different story. The same light, filtered through different colors and patterns, become apostles on one wall, angels on another, saints on a third. This is how the job applicant perspective works. There's only one reality, what actually happens in hiring processes. The broken promises, the ghosting, the respectful interviews, the timely offers, whatever it is. The sunlight of truth shines on everything. But people experience this reality differently. Analysts want to see patterns and trends, stock tickers. Navigators want to see paths and obstacles, Google Maps. Communities want to share stories and warnings, Wikipedia. Everyone else just wants to know, red light or green light? Yelp. For decades, hiring platforms have been building single-pane cathedrals. LinkedIn gives you networking. Indeed gives you listings. Glassdoor gives you reviews. Each one shows fragments of the light. We're building something different, the cathedral itself, the architecture that lets the same truth be seen in whatever way helps you most. Whatever's your vibe, we got you. I mean, in the end, we'll have to add more after this, but it's a pretty good place to start. Who this is for? Job seekers who want practical ways to suggest protections to the workforce boards in their area. Small and medium employers struggling to access talent fairly in identity-driven platforms. System thinkers, economists, and technologists looking for actionable levers rather than abstract critique. Policymakers and advocates seeking realistic interventions that improve labor market function without waiting for perfect conditions. The problem with feature-first thinking. Most tech startups begin with the question, what feature should we build? Should it be a better job board, a smarter matching algorithm, a prettier networking tool? This approach creates silos of functionality. Each feature becomes its own kingdom with its own data, its own rules, its own limitations. You end up with 10 different cathedrals, each one with one tiny window, none showing the full picture. The result, job seekers need 10 different accounts to get 10 different fragments of truth. Employers manage 10 different systems. The market's intelligence stays fractured, incomplete, and maddeningly opaque. There's a deeper problem. Features dictate perspective. If you build a star rating system, people think in stars. If you build a swiping interface, people think in swipes. The tool doesn't just help you see reality, it reshapes how you perceive reality. The data-first alternative. We started with a different question, what truth needs to be seen. The answer was clear. What actually happens when people engage with hiring processes? Not what companies promise, Not what job boards advertise, but the lived experience of applicants moving through the system. Yeah. The truth has structure, transparency, were promises kept, experiential respect, was humanity honored, time efficiency, was effort proportional to outcome. Once we identified this structure, everything changed. We stopped thinking about features and start thinking about data infrastructure. The 3-layer architecture. Layer 1, the trust data, the sunlight. This is foundational layer, the raw structured truth about hiring. Every application submitted, every response or non-response received, every timeline promise made and kept or broken, every interview experience documented, every outcome reported. Crucially, this data is structured, not just collected. It's not free text reviews. It's verifiable events. Applied January 15th, first response January 18th, ghosted after second interview, offer received February 1st with 10% below advertised range. Whatever it is. Layer 2, the verification and anti-gamification layer, the prism. How raw data can be manipulated. So we're building systems that cross-reference reports for consistency, weight data by verifiability, detect and discount coordinated manipulation, preserve anonymity while assuring accountability. This is not about creating perfect data. It's about creating progressively more reliable data as more people participate. The same way Wikipedia articles improve through collective editing. I will talk about the anti-gamification aspects of my platform in the next blog article, but for now, I have a link to the SSRN white paper, which details an overview of the features. Layer 3, the stained glass. This is where the magic happens. The same verified data can be presented as the trust stock market. For the analytically minded, trend lines, volatility scores, historical performance charts. Watch a company's trust price rise as they improve processes, fall as ghosting increases. The Google Maps of hiring, B. For visual navigators, green routes, smooth processes, yellow, proceed with caution, red, gridlock, see alternate paths to the same destination. C, the Wikipedia of job hunting. For community builders, demographic-specific guides, collective wisdom involving best practices. Here's what autistic applicants need to know about Company X's interview process. D, simple Yelp-style signals for everyone else. Red light, green light, basic ratings, quick gut checks. Like Amazon, you're going to buy some tennis shoes. You just want to check like the overview. If you're into the tennis shoes, you can find more details. Same thing. The revolutionary part. These are not separate products. They're different views of the same underlying data. If you contribute to the Wikipedia-style community guide, you're also improving the stock market metrics and updating the traffic maps. Honestly, like part of what I like about these extra layers is a couple of things. It's great for investment. People are like, if we cut out this gladiator pit nonsense, job seekers will get, yes, they will. You just have to reorganize what the engagement is around. You have to be comfortable supporting their well-being instead of trying to extract from it in order to feel better about yours. Like, you're still employed. They're still not employed. Your identity is not dependent on theirs. We really have to get away from that. I really think hierarchy is just information isolation. Hierarchy is just a learning disability. That's all. Like, it's just a learning disability. Your identity is not dependent on someone else's. Your identity is your own. Anyway. It just makes people open to such manipulation. I keep trying to watch myself artists. Watch out for it. Be careful it. But regardless, like, it solves an engagement issue, but it improves my back end too, because I have the 3 interlock and trust layers that I'm going to talk about in the next level. But the more I can get people to engage on these sort of things, the better improvement's going to be, because if I have on the Wikipedia layer, the narrative folks are saying one thing, the visual spatial thinkers are saying something else, and the trust data is saying something else, I'm like, I need to think about it. Like, this is me, like, you want to build a nervous system. This is the thing people don't understand. Paying attention to the vulnerable people doesn't make you weak. It makes you wise. It makes you wise. It's like not paying attention to the fact that your arm has pain in it. It's so foolish. Just check it out. Maybe it's a sprain. Maybe it's a pulled muscle. Doesn't really know. You're building a labor market nervous system. It's a nervous system for online hiring. You're not moralizing what the issue is. You're noticing that there is an issue and want to check it out. And on occasion, it's not an issue. It's just you got age. It's just you're older. You're whatever you are. It could be that too. You know, just like Google Maps is a red road sometimes. Not because anything's wrong with the road, but because right now it's blocked because there's a traffic jam. That's all. You know? Right now it's blocked because the HRs have too many resumes. You want friction sometimes. You just don't want it all the time. Friction makes efficiency. It just does. The lack of friction is inefficiency. Sometimes it just has to be the right type of friction. You have to focus on dynamics, not, it's more complex than that. Sorry, I don't have a good one off for this one, but I'm right though. So there's that. I put some check the research, Lukács and Grow, Karzaf, Luka, Millet, and Sert, and butcher names. I'll put the names here and so you guys can read them. You don't have to listen to me butcher it. Why this architecture solves fundamental problems. Number one, it democratizes perspective. Right now, only employers and platforms get to decide how hiring data is presented. Again, this is so foolish. It's like parents designing Disney World. No, that's not how it works. You look to kids to design it. If you want to build a relationship with these people, if you want a talent market to work, if you want a dating market to work, you do not talk to the people paying the purchases. You talk to the people they're trying to meet. That's what you do. That's how it works. Two-sided online markets that structurally raise the user reviews of the people that drive all their revenue are not selling hiring outcomes. They just aren't. They're soothing that they're selling pain. Profit in the pain requires one stakeholder. It requires it. Why do you think the red pill industry operates the way that they do? Because they don't need to talk to women. They're not important, right? Two-sided markets, the profit and the solution require two. But when you're trying to sell people that you can profit in the solution while still driving engagement in the online labor market, no, you can't. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You just have to look at it differently. That's all. So that's what I mean to do. I mean to look at it in a community different way. People talk about orcs online all the time. They talk about vampires and werewolves, and they spend a bunch of time in those gaming things. Why in the world would they not want to spend time here too? You just have to be willing to encourage it. And the more time they spend, the more trustworthy my stuff gets, and the more profitable my platform gets, and the more stable the situation for the whole world gets, which is fun for me too, because I like a spread out of outcomes. It's good. So applicant counts are inflated right now. Time to hire metrics are manipulated. Top employer badges are purchased. I'm not saying it'll always do it, but I'm saying it definitely will some, because why wouldn't it? When vendors control the entire story of the market, employers are purchasing labor market failure. When employers control the entire story of the market, employers are purchasing labor market failure. When job seekers control the entire story of the market, job seekers are engaging in labor market failure. Everybody is. It has to be everybody or it doesn't work, because they will always manipulate. That's what they'll do. People do that because people are people, you know? Our architecture said that data belongs to everyone. How you view it should serve your needs. And we would add more over time. It's a great place to start. It doesn't need to end there. It's just where we would be right now. By making you need to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere. I like the Burr and Hamilton's debate. By making employer value follow job seeker value. Employer value follows job seeker value, or employers are purchasing market failure. Yes, we create a talent market that clears efficiently, not just engages impressively. Yes. The only people who have the most incentive to keep the labor market clean are the people who can least afford to spend time there. Yes. Employers and talent recruiters are getting paid to spend time there. Job seekers lose money the longer they spend time there when they don't have a benefit like this. It's just labor. This is one of the greatest examples of class warfare done utterly in silence. So it's class warfare and psychological gaslighting of an entire society. Super not cool. We should not do that again. Number two, it creates natural anti-fragility. Most platforms become more fragile as they grow. More users equals more spam. More data equals more manipulation. More features equals more complexity. Our architecture becomes more robust as we grow. More users equals more verification. More data equals clearer patterns. More interfaces equals wider utility. You have to focus. Two-sided markets have to almost exclusively focus on the need of the non-paying end user in order to deliver what they promise to the paying customer, or they're not delivering it, or they're not. That's what it is. That's how math works. That's how logics. That's how systems. I don't make the rules, reality does. So, number 3, it future-proofs through simplicity. Tech trends change. Yes, they do. They do. Today's hot interface is tomorrow's digital fossil. It's true. But truth about human experience remains constant. We are not betting on AI being the answer, VR being the future, whatever buzzword comes next. We are betting that people will always need to know whether hiring processes treat them with respect, the interfaces can evolve, and the foundational need won't. The honest reality, we're starting with one window, but here's the truth about cathedrals. They were not built in a day. The Chartres Cathedral took 66 years. Notre Dame took 182. I butchered it. I haven't been studying my languages in a bit. I apologize. That was an English version of those. Right now, TJEP has one stained glass window, the Yelp-style review system. It is simple, it is functional, and it works. It proves the sunlight exists. But the architecture is designed for expansion. Every review submitted, every data point collected is structured so it could. Tomorrow feeds a stock ticker. Next year, power a mapping system, eventually supporting community wikis. We're not building 10 cathedrals. We're building one cathedral's foundation with room for every window the community needs. The invitations, see what you need to see. Most platforms say, here's how you must use our tool. We're saying, here's the truth. Use it in whatever way helps you. Yeah, we try not to moralize it. What works for me won't work for you when it comes to your job offers or your job hiring process. What I like isn't going to be he likes, and that's okay. That's the way we want it. Just like employers, when you're marketing in general, you don't market to the entire world. You find the people who are in your niche. Those are the people you want to talk to. That's what you need to do for the job market too, but you can't control it as much. You have to let it be seen so that job seekers can choose the ones they want. And like your coffee, your tea, that's okay too. If they like coffee and they like tea, you're better off than you're not getting so much resumes too. We're saying, here's the truth. Use whatever it helps you. If you're a job seeker feeling lost, use the simple signals, red light, green light. And that applies to us too. They're not all going to like all of our styles. That's okay too. A career strategist planning move, watch the trust stock tickers. Navigating a complex transition, study the maps. Part of an underserved community, contribute to the wiki. Yeah. The data is the same, the truth is constant, but how you access it should serve your needs, not our design preferences. We want you to tell us what to improve. Because again, employers should not be purchasing anything from a platform that is not openly, proudly, publicly taking feedback from job seekers. Employers need to take back feedback from job seekers, but so do we. So do we. Why would they hang out with us if we're not serving job seekers? It means we're extracting from them, which means we're rent seeking from them. That's not good. We're trying something different, building trust infrastructure first, features second. Tightrope. Employer value has to follow job seeker value, or the market is decoupled and it's just rent seeking and eroding the foundation of the global economy, civic instability. I don't like it. It's not good for me. This is a product roadmap. It's architecture for transparency, not a set of tools, but the foundation about which any tool can be built. When sunlight streams through cathedral's windows, it doesn't ask you what story you want to see. It simply illuminates all of them simultaneously. That's what we're building. Not just another feature, not just another platform, but the architecture that lets hiring's truth be seen in whatever way matters. Because in the end, the most revolutionary interface is not the prettiest, is not the smartest. It's the one that gets out of the way and lets reality speak for itself. That's the self. Anyway, I like it. I think it's a good one. It suits me well. But if you're interested to like, follow, and share, repost, you can engage with me too. Always ready to talk about it. I'm autistic ADHD, hyper-focused on my one thing I really like. So it's home for me. But yeah. Please check out the job up looking perspective. And I hope you have a great day. Everyone, please be kind to each other out there. You don't have to have the world to have each other, you know? It's okay. All right. Have a good one.